Welcome to this week's episode. So today I want to talk about being organized in your business. So I've got something for you to think about. Where are your land registry documents? Where are your tenancy agreements? Where is your gas safety certificates, your electrical certificates? Where are the compulsory documents for your tenants to sign before they move in? Where are the logins for your council tax, your utilities? Can you see where I'm going with this? So I think if you don't know how to get to that information within a minute, I don't think you've got an organized business. And if you had to go into hospital today and somebody else had to find those, if they can't find them, that's not great. So for me, in my relationship with my partner, I'm the controller of pretty much all the property stuff. So I know all the information about the tenants, the tenancy agreements, all of the logins for utilities, even down to the bank stuff, everything I control, okay? It's all knowledge that I've gathered over the years, got in my brain. And for me, I obviously do have, as you know, systems, procedures, automation, outsourcing. I've got the team. But even before then, I was documenting stuff and that sort of thing, because you have to imagine that if anything happened to me, let's say I didn't have the VAs, if something happened to me and my partner had to step in to make sure that the rent was coming in, that the tenants were still paying on time, that the mortgages went out, the bills were all paid, because you've got turnover that needs to be monitored. And if the turnover stops, if money doesn't keep coming in and bills are still going out, that's trouble territory, isn't it, for any business? So if anything happened to me, my partner had to step in. If he struggled to find information, that's not great for my business. It's not great for my tenants. It's not great for him. And also, you can imagine that if I died, not only does he have to try and find this information, hunt through everything, but he's also got to deal with the grieving process. So, didn't mean to bring the tone of the video on a bit of a downer there, but is the importance of why you need to have an organized business and know where everything is. Because if you are the sole person right now and you're thinking, it's fine, I do everything, I'm here, that's fine, you're not going to be maybe forever. And also you may want to step out of the business, say, and you've got a small portfolio now, but you have ambitions within 3 to 5 years to be completely financially free, plus extra money. Well, you can't grow and manage low hourly rate tasks as well, So within a business, we know there's low hourly rate tasks and high money making activities. And everything's important, everything needs to be done, but you can't do everything. I can't do everything. I think that's why you look at these big successful businesses and there's a team, a well-oiled machine going. So I think, it's important that you do start thinking, gosh, if I need this document right now or that piece of paper, how do I find it? Where is it? So that's what I'm talking about being organized, so that it will be easier for you to run your business, because it'll take you less time to do a task because you're going to find stuff quicker. The information is going to be at your fingertips. But also, if your loved ones had to step in, or when you're ready to outsource to a team or virtual assistant, it's going to be a hell of a lot easier for you. And if you're thinking to yourself, do you know what? I'll wait till I got another property or two on before I do this or before I do that, you won't do it. And what will happen is you will end up with a bigger portfolio, loads more work, and then you're not going to have the time to organize or systemize your business then, because you're going to have so much work on. So it's actually, the earlier you can start in your property career, the better. And so by being organized and systemized with your business, it gives you control, it gives you peace of mind. It also makes it easier when you're ready to outsource, when you're ready to grow and outsource to a virtual assistant or a team. So that's really important. And there's a couple of ways that you can make a start on this that are not stressful, in my opinion, and will really help you, even if it's just you at this point in time in your business. So you've got, I would go online immediately with everything you can. So I don't know if you know my background, but I'm not from the UK. I'm from New Zealand, and trying to split my time between New Zealand and the UK. UK is my home now. I live here. I'm established here. My business is established here, but I am a Kiwi, so I have to go back and see people and spend time with loved ones. So I was splitting my time with it, and I needed to be able to do work from New Zealand. I don't know if you've been in this position when you're leaving your business and you're essentially your home for a month or more. You can only go on so many cup of tea and coffee breaks with your friends and family before that's boring, even for me anyway, personally. So when I went to New Zealand, I wanted to be able to continue with my work, and my partner back here as the base for keys and bits and bobs. So I already had an online system, and I would recommend that you start as early as possible with your online system. Just forget paper. Every time you go to touch a piece of paper, go, can I do this another way without having paper, and do it. So you've got some options to start with. You've got Google Drive and you've got Dropbox. So you can make a start there with filing things. I do have some templates that I use within my program for people, but you could make a start on it yourself. You just got to use your initiative and think of a little map to find that document. How would you find it, or what's the easiest way? Think about it setting up for your as you grow your business and you're passing it over to your team. How are they going to navigate, and what's the best way for the navigation to look and for everything's homes to look? So make a start on it with Google Drive or Dropbox and go from there. So just start dropping things in and making a home for things. And as you grow, then you can make a procedure for something or a checklist for something and drop that in there. And I always say to people doing that I work with or doing my program that, when we've sorted out 10 hours of work, that's when you outsource. Because for a lot of people that work with me, they are wanting to go to the next level within their property business or with their property purchases. So their goal is to outsource. So, I always make sure that there's 10 hours and then outsource that, because you don't want to be hoarding tasks, because as you are looking for deals, working with investors, that takes your time. And that's great because that's closer to the high money making activities, so you don't mind you spending your time on that, but you don't want to then also being sucked into low hourly rate tasks, because that's how you work from 5 a.m. till 10 at night, and nobody wants to live like that. That's not sustainable. So make a start. And if you've got any questions for me, or you don't want to start from scratch on your own, then message me. We can talk about your business and your needs and your goals, where you want to be, your vision. And then we can see if there's some work there that we can do together to help you along the way and speed it up, of course, which is what I think everyone, if you don't listen to my podcast, I think everyone that I've spoken to has always said they wish they systemised earlier and outsourced earlier. So you can take that advice if you want to, but I think we've all been in the same boat where we should have done something earlier and we didn't. So you can take that. You can listen to the podcast and listen to the interviews and take it for yourself. But yeah, if you've got any questions or you want to work together, please get in touch with me. And if you would like some more tips, I've got the social medias, which I will put below for you. And I put little, normally I do 60 seconds or less on my reels, so that's easy to digest for you. So I do that over the other social medias, and podcasts and YouTubes are a bit more of a deep dive. So the podcast I love for interviews. So I've had some pretty cool people on, so make sure that you check those out. And my YouTube is for me to have just a bit more in-depth conversation with you about certain things in the business. And yeah, it's still not going to be long. You can probably look through and see my YouTube videos are not that long, because I want to have it as easy digestible content for you to get through. So any questions, come back to me, and otherwise I hope you enjoy the content, and I'll see you soon.